A corduroy. A cordigan. Little tiny dog, always yapping.
Corgi.
Corgi?
What if you have him like for a second time?
Could be cordigan.
A cordigan. It's like, oh, I have a corgi, I have a corgigan.
Corgi. What?
I don't know if you can contract that.
Now the story of a terrible fantasy show that got no views, and the one host who had no choice but to change it altogether. It's the Fantasy Otters.
I just feel like it's really unfair to say that Christopher Walken is the bottom of untrustworthiness.
What was I saying? Oh, so if you're anything like us, you have trust issues.
You have trust issues? Dang, Jacoby didn't know.
We're supposed to roll with that. So, we have trust issues here.
Fantasy trust issues.
I like that.
So we've come up with a few players that have put up decent fantasy points so far, even great fantasy points, and we're going to decide whether or not we trust them and where they belong on that TrustOmeter.
From most trustworthy to least trustworthy. Although Jacoby made the meter.
We don't have to cut ourselves down like that.
From Lord of the Rings person, apparently. I didn't know that.
We're gonna lose so many
Christopher
players.
Walken.
Lord of the Rings, it was a beloved part of all of our...
First up on the TrustOmeter,
It's like 3 freaking
Da,
movies.
da, 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 da.
Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan.
Matty Ice.
If you trust Matt Ryan, you're gonna have a bad time.
Is there a way we
Such
can
as
put him
Matt.
behind Christopher Walken?
Can we
put him
replace
like right here?
Christopher Walken with Matt Ryan?
Now, hold on, guys, hold on. He is second in the league in fantasy points with 83 in standard.
This is
First
classic
overall
Matt
in
Ryan.
quarterbacks.
He's first overall in quarterback,
As of today, when I googled this.
as of today when he Googled it. And why do you not trust him?
The next 3 games, he plays Carolina, then on the road, and Denver and Seattle.
And if you've ever watched the Falcons play in a season, they usually play pretty well in the first 5 weeks.
They do.
And then they fall apart for the rest of the
They
season.
I trust him.
Do you trust him?
I do not trust him.
I don't trust him.
Replace Christopher Walken.
So we can't put him on Christopher Walken because Jacoby doesn't agree.
He's
But can we
gonna-
put him like literally on
like-
his shoulder?
Haters are gonna hate. I think he should go a
Like
little
he's,
bit further
like
on.
he's giving a hug to
Okay,
Christopher
gives
Walken.
him maybe
A
15%
really,
trust.
really untrustworthy hug.
I don't trust him like 91%, but I trust him a solid like.
Are we not trusting his tape right now?
Am I putting him here? I don't want to put him on.
Yeah, put him
No.
I trust you to make
He
a
needs
good
to be
decision.
up further.
No, he's not. He's very
It's
untrustworthy.
a 3 against 1. He's giving Christopher Walken a
do you
hug.
trust?
Mike,
I don't trust him. I think he should be like 15% trust.
why? He's always finished as a top 5 fantasy
These are-
quarterback.
Yeah, but
He coasts off
end
his
numbers
first few
are not
success.
what win you fantasy games. What wins you fantasy games are consistent numbers, not total production. So I can have Michael Vick go off for 45 points in a week, but that doesn't mean he's going to help me win 10 games. He's going to help me win 1 game.
That's why every fantasy team should own Alex Smith.
President of consistency. So, all right.
All right, next up on the TrustOmeter, we have somebody's boy, Mike Wallace. Mrs. Wallace's boy.
Sorry,
Any
Miss
words?
Wallace.
Any words on?
He is not for real.
Do you trust Mike Wallace?
So Mike Wallace is
Forgettable.
Almost.
I would say his production is between like wideout 2, flex, high flex. I mean, I would play him as a flex. I would ride that out for the rest of the year. If you're getting trade requests like with people that have him in demand, then yeah. But I
Sell
mean,
on Mike Wallace.
but I mean, at the same time, Jarek always gets his guys involved. So
How do you feel?
The thing with Mike Wallace, see, it's kind of interesting because last year he totally underperformed. It's forgettable that he even was on the Vikings.
I thought he retired.
I know.
I didn't even know he was
And
playing
before
anymore.
that, like, I used to scoff at people who thought Antonio Brown was better than Mike Wallace. Look at where we are now with that. But Mike Wallace, he kind of looks like he's making a comeback. He's been relevant for 2 to 3 weeks so far.
He did put up 3 points last week.
I think he's going to stay right around the 9 fantasy points. So if you want to give that trust, go ahead. I don't love Mike Wallace at this point.
I trust him more than Matt Ryan. I'll give him
Yeah.
that.
Are we saying medium trust on my
Yeah, I'm saying maybe
Medium,
he's still-
medium low. I'm not going
he's
higher.
still
It's
a
like
touchdown target.
40%.
He's a touchdown target. You could kind of boom or bust.
So we saying somewhere around
Like
here,
medium trust. Let's do that.
like right here.
Yeah, that works. Well, somewhat trustworthy. It is decided.
Yeah, he's kind of trustworthy. Not too much though. All right, who we got next?
Next up,
Carson Wentz.
I think that he can be consistent. I don't think that he'll put up the huge numbers every week, but I can see him being an Alex Smith type
I don't trust him at all.
at all.
No.
What do you say about his performance this weekend?
Say it to his face.
It was good. It was a good
Say it to his
performance.
face.
But okay, I have a
He
strict.
was very handsome.
I have a strict no rookie policy for fantasy, and especially when we're talking about fantasy quarterbacks, there's so many better options out there. Matt Ryan is better than Carson Wentz fantasy wise, and if you guys have a problem with that,
So you wouldn't have taken Jameis last season.
no, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan.
4,000 yards, 25 touchdowns wasn't good enough for you.
It wasn't as much as Matt Ryan. I'll tell you that right now.
You know who had Matt Ryan and lost their fantasy league last year? Because
Everybody who had Matt Ryan.
me, yes.
How much you trust him?
It's been 3 games.
I trust Carson Wentz. Now, I don't trust him to be the greatest quarterback of all time. He has had one of the greatest historical starts of any quarterback ever. But so I don't think he's going to be that. I don't think he's Brady. But I do think he's going to be pretty good. And I would rather have him than Matt Ryan because, yeah, at the end of the year, Matt Ryan might have more fantasy points. But I think Wentz is going to be more consistent. And his team is on a roll right now.
Yeah, same thing for me. I think if you're in like a 10-team, 12-team league, Carson Wentz, decent pickup for you because he's going to stay consistent.
You guys are basing this off of 3 weeks. You cannot say that a rookie's going to stay consistent in an Eagles offense. This is Nick Foles all over again.
This
The
is
U of A
the
guy
thing.
comes into the league. You guys all think he's going to be great.
Well, first
and
of
he
all,
fizzles
But
out.
Nick Foles
This guy's
is
they
going for
fizzle
7
out.
touchdowns.
They will fizzle out hard.
The
This
Eagles'
guy has
offense
4
is
championship
good
rings.
now. Like the
Oh.
Matthews brothers did nothing on Sunday, and still like they put a whooping on Steelers.
I watched the tape on this kid. Some of his throws are a little loose, and he's going to get frazzled. And then he's going to have one bad game, and he's always going to be chasing that start that he had, and he'll
But
never
who
reach that
does he
start.
play
that
that's
he had.
significant?
And then
Like,
he is going to be
NFC
irrelevant.
East, I'm sorry.
So you're basing not on his performance, you're basing his future on other people's performances.
Look, Otter knows, first off.
I don't
Was
know.
there a second off or just?
That was just the first off, that was it. There was only one off.
So Jacoby, do you trust him more or less than Mike Wallace?
I trust him less than Matt Ryan, but
I trust him almost equally. Probably right down the middle again. I'm not going to say he's going to have the best year of all time, but I trust him more than I also trust Matt Ryan.
I would just say that if Carson Wentz is your best option at quarterback right now, I think you can trust him to be at least that good the rest of the way. But, I mean, I would trust him more than taking a chance on who else are your other options. Medium trust, like right there.
Like right next to
Yeah,
him? Right next door.
like they're buddies.
Alright.
never trust a redhead. Just throwing that out right now.
Wow.
Ouch, dude. Democrat. Alright, who's our last one?
Melvin.
Okay, that's somebody we can all
Gordon.
agree on.
Is it?
Is it?
Yeah, we all trust him. Throw it up on the board.
I'm all in on Melvin Gordon this year.
See, there we go.
Now,
I don't want to say like we're all like 100% for him, but this year, like
I'm 91% for him.
this
So
year,
that's what you're saying.
it's almost handcuffed this year because who else do they have to run the ball? Like,
See, I would say that I trust him, but I would say maybe about 75% trust because I don't know, that team, I feel like their strength is in throwing the ball. If Philip Rivers, he's going to put it up a lot, especially if they're behind and they play in the division with Denver. They're going to put up points. So
I think
but what puts my trust over the top for Melvin Gordon? They are primarily passing team, but they lost Keenan Allen, they
Yeah.
lost Danny Woodhead.
yes,
Who's getting all those looks? It's got to be Melvin Gordon.
true.
So and especially with all the running back injuries that have happened in the league so far, there are very few running backs that are getting the lion's share of the workload, and Melvin Gordon is one of the last ones.
in that offense, though, I still think he's touchdown dependent. But I'm hoping or I'm thinking, as far as my fantasy team goes, that they're going to continue to feed him at the goal line, and that'll put my trust
I mean,
over 80%
it's
maybe.
him or Dexter McCluster. So
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I feel like he's not going to carry your team, but if you have him at running back and you have a few strong positions somewhere else, like if you have strong receiving core, you can get by with Melvin Gordon as your running back.
And he was going like 8th round pick this
Yeah.
year, so chances are you've got another good running back.
Incredible value, yeah,
So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Jacoby?
Yeah, it's you know, I was a huge fan of him out of college, and I was
Not
really
partial at all.
I was really looking forward to him in the NFL, and you know, obviously the first year it wasn't ugly, but it wasn't pretty. So at the same time, he came out and he said that he was going to put in the work in the off season, and he was going to really try to like revolutionize his game. So that's something I definitely trust him as a person. The second thing is the Chargers' offense is looking a lot better this year. So when the offense is moving and it's not a we have to feed the ball to the running back, but if you know they're putting up numbers and they're getting the ball down the field, that frees up their running back to be used more, especially in goal line when you know you could attack them with a different pass or something. So yeah, I say I trust him.
So what are we saying? Like
So we're going
high,
fairly high trust.
Just short for Sam Wise.
I was gonna say like right here. Right here's good.
Yeah, that's fairly trustworthy.
Yeah. Who's the highest on our
You
list?
trust him as a person too.
True.
I'd hop in the band with it.
Seriously. I was gonna try to like flip it up like that and be like super cool. So you're telling me there's no chance? This is the part of the show, same as last week, we're all gonna go around and give a scenario that there is no chance of happening. If the scenario happens, we have to do the punishment. Hey guys, just like Ryan Fitzpatrick, I'm gonna throw this out there. How about we just do the same scenario from last week? Because we went 4 for 4, and nobody had to drink a panda smoothie. However, our viewer really wants to see somebody drink a panda smoothie. So you guys want to keep that?
We have to keep that one viewer happy.
We're gonna keep doing it until
All
somebody
right.
gets
Someone's gonna drink a panda smoothie if for no other reason
But
than pure curiosity.
We've got to get a little riskier this week. Not too much, but a little bit.
All right.
4 for 4 is a little too easy.
All right.
Someone must fail for this show to be good.
I mean, 4 for 4 is good. It shows that we know.
We know what we're talking about. What's yours, Jacoby?
I don't go first.
I'm saying there's no
You
chance.
can go first if I'm bringing it home. I think it's gonna be
I
like.
can go first. All right, this is for all of you 0-3 or 1-2 teams out there. If you're trying to decide on the waiver wire, which Rams receiver do I pick up, Kenny Britt or Tavon Austin? Well, Kenny Britt's outscored Tavon Austin 2 out of 3 weeks so far this season. I'm saying there's no chance that Kenny Britt does it again, and that's because they're going up against the Cardinals, and Kenny Britt will be matched up with Patrick Peterson all night. There's no way Kenny Britt is going to score more points than Tavon Austin this week.
I'm actually gonna stick with that game, and I'm saying that there's no chance that the Rams beat the Cardinals in Arizona. No
Whoa,
chance.
that's bolder than bold.
I'm going to double down on my hate of Matt Ryan. There's no chance he exits this week 4, as the number 1 quarterback in fantasy. No chance.
And I'm going to go with my boy Brandon Cooks. He only had 2 receptions for 13 yards in Monday night's game. However, I believe that he is still an elite fantasy receiver. So I'm saying there is no chance that he scores less than 10 standard fantasy points this week. Oh, also, we would like for you guys to get involved. Please reach out to us on our email.
Are you
adding that?
Am I holding the email?
The email will go.
The email.
I don't know if I have the capability to do that. The email in the description.
It's in the description, or like when YouTube switched over, it was on the side and then it was below, and like every YouTuber was like, I don't know which way it
I'm
is.
holding the email here.
Okay. If you guys need help with your lineups,
No, don't ask
don't
us.
ask.
You got 1 win, 2 wins.
That's 1 win
Maybe
in
3 wins.
11 tries. I don't even know what the percentage is on that.
Go ask your sister, because she's probably doing better in fantasy than any of us.
because girls can do anything. That's true. Girls can be a kicker.
No, there's no punchline.
Speaking of, we would love for you guys to have any questions. In fact, the first person that reaches out to us via email is going to win a copy of NBA 2K.
Oh, wow!
14
for the
360.
It's like $4 on GameStop. I feel like we have a good way to close it because we threw this stuff and that was funny.
Yeah.
We can't throw this stuff 2 weeks in a
That
row.
was good, though.
Why can't we throw this stuff 2 days in a row?
All right. Until next time.
No, I'm not. We can't do that
It
again.
worked so well last week.
Ta-ta for now.
Until next time.
Thanks, guys.
Later.
Don't let Odell near your
Goodbye.
practice nets. Ha ha ha.